Alright guys, moving on to the next Patreon request, and this one comes from Cyborg 19.99, who asked me to do a what would they think between two very well-known edgelord anime characters. But before that, let's, as always, talk about how you can get a Patreon request. As always, if you guys would like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon where you guys can hit the 4th tier, and you guys can also, send me requests for videos, but also get access to all my stuff over on Patreon as well. And I do swear to you, tonight we will be getting some, I'm going to have some more videos and content finally uploaded. I'll finally have time to upload on Patreon tonight. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But other than that, let's get started with the video. So this video is what would they think, where it's not so much two characters fighting, it's more like what would one character think of the other. And as you can see from the title, what would Vegeta think of Seto Kaiba? Oh god, it's literally the two edgelords. It's literally the two edgelords that are known synonymously for just being, the edgy main rival to the other character. That's really what it is. So what would they think of each other? Well, obviously these two are not going to be friends. There's in no way, shape, or form neither of these guys are going to be friends in any way, shape, or form. In no capacity are they going to be friendly to one another, because I guarantee you what's going to happen is that they're just going to stink-eye one another. Now, Vegeta would not think highly of Kaiba because he's like, you're just a human. Like, you're just nothing but a human. And not only that, you're a human who depends more on his money than his actual skills as a fighter. Vegeta would, probably, I'd have a monochrome of respect for you if you were, a fighter or a warrior. You're no warrior. You hide behind your technology. You hide behind the fact that you hide behind all this, gadgets and things like that. You hide behind all of that. You're no warrior. And Kaiba would be like, yeah, whatever, fuck you. I don't care how powerful you are. First off, you're like some alien who depends on some power to make your hair change, and that makes you better than me. If there's one thing Kaiba hates more than anything else, it's being belittled by someone, let alone someone who has less money than him. Now, and I think he would kind of dig at him where he's like, yeah, if I had a wife, I'd take all of my money in the divorce. But if you got a divorce, your wife would take all her money. And Mokuba would be in the background with Trunks going, "Damn, gonna need a sensu for that one." So that's how I kind of see it: is that that Kaiba wouldn't care how powerful Vegeta is. All he would see is some some entitled man or alien who would just be here kind of just doing all these grandstanding and more or less depending on someone else's, depending more and more on someone else's money and a place to live, and he'd be like, hey, by the way, at least I still have a planet to live on. What happened to your planet? Oh, it got blown up? Did you avenge? Oh, you didn't avenge your people either. That was the other guy, right? And that's the other thing, is that Kaiba would clearly be like, you see, you clearly don't have the mental capacity to be on the same mental level as I'm on. So, fuck off. These two would just, obviously, they wouldn't be trying to kill each other, because obviously this would be a fight Vegeta would win, but it would be more like these two would not be friends. They'd just be, constantly just trying to snipe at one another, incessantly just trying to snipe at each other, no matter the cost. It would just be a absolute, just two assholes who are just stuck in a room together and would have nothing to say. Now, there is one thing I do think they would probably agree on, and what is that one thing they would probably agree on? Well, the one thing that they would probably agree on is that they really hate their rivals. I think Kaiba would mention, he hates Yugi or the Pharaoh or whoever he's really beefing with in that situation. and talk about, like, he is my rival, he is the reason why I do all of this, he is the why I give all the throw away all this money. Nothing matters until I beat him and show him that I'm the, I'm the true king of games. And Vegeta, I think, would kind of have like a monochrome of respect for at least that, where he's like, you're trying to overcome a rival who you have allied with, and someone you see as not so much an ally, whereas Vegeta does see Goku as an ally, but for him, it would definitely be a, like, yeah, I know all too well what it's like to have a rival to overcome and someone to really, like, do battle with and want to prove myself. Above all else, that's the one person, Kakarot is the one person I want to overcome. So I think he would at least understand Kaiba for wanting to push himself as far as he's gone, economically at least, to beat Yugi. So that's how that's at least, that's one common ground I think the two would have. There's something right there. That's the only common ground the two of them have, would be, hey, I fucking hate my asshole rival too. Really? Me too. So that's how I kind of see it, is that's the only way those two would get along. So there you go. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you think it would be? What would Vegeta think of Seto Kaiba? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, thank you Cyborg19.99 for your Patreon request as well as continued patronage. And as always, if you guys like to have a Patreon request done, just hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. You guys can hit the 4th tier and start sending me requests for videos to do here on YouTube. But other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.